Good evening, it's Kuro. Got the first game in the Tier 6 Icarus, going over the matchmaking. We are looking at no radar cruisers and a bunch of DDs. Mayhan, this recently got buffed. Jervis, Gaeta, and two Acostas. And this is going to be one of the two videos I do with these. I've got Acosta and Icarus currently, so I can actually talk about those two now. That I have them on the live server, and I really like these destroyers. I like their size, I like their handling. I mean, look how fast it gets up to speed. It's amazing. And they do something that I love to do and I'm very passionate about, and that is killing other destroyers. And if you've watched the Acosta game I'm gonna post, where I basically go like 3v1 and kill two of the other three destroyers. One of them was low HP and just ran. Yeah, these things they're amazing. If you know how to fight destroyers, if you know how to juke and dodge and that kind of stuff, you can just do ridiculous things to other destroyers with these boats. I am sort of cheating. This is the captain I have set aside for my eventually the daring. So it is a 19-point captain. The captain perks on it right now are concealment expert, IFHE, survivability expert, and superintendent. Last stand, adrenaline rush, and preventative maintenance. That's basically the captain's setup. This Nuremberg, he's already killed himself. By pushing in like that, it's just a matter of time. And this Acosta is being spotted by my wrong way. So I'm just going to go to work on this guy. The British destroyers, they're a little light, it seems, on hit points with some of the ships. So any sort of damage that you can get on these ships you can really feel it. Nuremberg, low HP, just popping off a volley in that direction. 3 hits, 3 pins, the power of IFHE. Don't forget this boat does have hydro. And the hydro is pretty good at keeping you safe. The smokes, I'm still getting used to the smokes. I love them in theory, where they're short duration, but they with a short cooldown, and it basically means they're really good at skirmishing other destroyers. Well, skirmishing in general. Gonna take a quick snapshot at that Nuremberg. Nuremberg went down. I take a little bit of damage there, but you can see this is a very small, short destroyer, and it twists and turns like nobody's business. I mean, this thing feels like it handles better than my Sims. Sims has a better turning circle, but Sims loses more speed in the turning circles. This thing's a damn rally car. It just keeps go, 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 go. Doesn't matter how much you're turning, how much anything, it just wants to fly. Now the Torps are short range compared to other destroyers, and thank God, because these things would be, if you had another kilometer of range on these things, they would be broken. They're just that strong. I go on ahead, drop some torps out on this Baron. I think he's going to kind of turn out a little bit once I start shooting at this Mayhan. So, just gonna gonna smoke up, see what I can get on these DDs, and this is you know what I'm doing. I'm waiting for these destroyers' smokes to pop off. Once they start shooting, I pop my own smoke, and I basically chip at them and just wear them down. You know, attrition style warfare. That's how this really works um, against these other destroyers. I've got Torps out on the Baron. Don't want to shoot him yet. He ate a Torp. Gonna go to work on him. My smoke's already wearing off, so I need to get moving. And again, the short duration smokes, they keep you Torp safe because you're constantly moving. And that's what I like about them. You know, most of the time you can't sit there and use your full duration smoke because Torps are already on the way. I pick up the kill on the Byron, switching to the Queen Elizabeth, and this is the play style, just harassment, harassment. He's not looking at me, so I'm stopping. My smoke's up in 10 seconds. If I'm stopped, I can immediately smoke up if somebody looks at me. So, again, just skirmish, 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 harass, harass, harass. 8% fire chance on these guns when you're not running IFHE like I am right here. With IFHE, it's like 7%, and those are, you know, base numbers without flags. I don't personally believe in running combat flags on destroyers or on any ship in random battle. I just can't be bothered to care that much about random battles. But that always means I've got flags to farm for days on everything else. For clan battles, ranked, or any of the competitions I'm doing. But that's a personal thing. Going back, just still harassing this Queen Elizabeth. Not the best DPM at the moment. Queen Elizabeth goes down, and I see it's two DDs there. You know, the Jervis is just smoked up. I'm gonna spin right around. I'm gonna go pick that fight because by the time I get back there, that Jervis's smoke's gonna be down. He's gonna be vulnerable to, you know, a DD that can smoke up on him. The Mayhan's starting to shoot at my team. Mayhan recently received a concealment buff. The ship really needed it. Mayhan's always been a pretty good workhorse at tier 7. So the only thing I ever thought the ship was lacking was concealment to get in there and do its job against Bliskas and Leningrads, that kind of thing. But I'll have to play it now that they've reduced the concealment on it. See how it plays. And again, this is all I'm doing. Chipping away at these destroyers. Chip, 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 chip. I take a couple good whacks there from both of them. But I'm smoking up, and these DDs, they're in trouble. This Mayhan doesn't have smoke apparently. The Icarus does. I pop a shot at him. I think this Mayhan's burning down. Mayhan burns down. So I'm gonna push up on this Jervis. I've torped his smoke. I know he's gonna be running, and you know I'm just gonna poke him. I've got my hydro up. He can't torp me. This is a misplay. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to dodge that torp or not. He ate the torp. I shouldn't have shot. Because, you know, I didn't want to be detected. But I am right now, so finally getting back on decap. At this point we've got 3 kills, 60,000 damage, a lot of it on different destroyers, just skirmishing over and over again. Now this is actually interesting with IFHE. The raw damage numbers on this Colorado. I'm just shooting his nose. So IFHE on these things can be okay. With when you got to think about when you're talking about IFHE, what will that allow you to pin versus what you can. So it's something you gotta just see if it's a something that's worth it to you. If there's enough ships that you can get that bang for your buck, go for it. Nagato is the only ship left, and I'm just gonna rush in there. 6 seconds left on this cap. I want to make sure I've actually finally get the cap, and I just push right in, get detected, time to start, shooting. I'm actually going to switch to AP here so you guys can see what's going on with the AP. It's pretty solid. Uh, you know, 14 right 1400 right there. Bad shot at the stern of the Nagato. The Nagato's got a pretty short stern comparatively speaking. So we're going to go for the bow, shoot over it. Now the Nagato's turning in. I know he's going to eat torps now. So, good night, sweet prince. It's been nice knowing you. So, I gotta say, it's a really nice destroyer. It's a completely different play style than other types of destroyers. I personally really love it. I'm going to do evil things to other destroyers with these things, and I'm going to have a song in my heart when I do it. Um, so hope you guys enjoyed this game. Um, it's looking like we're going to have a lot of interesting new destroyers here shortly, and I'm looking forward to bringing them all to you with my opinions on them and tips and tricks and whatever else I can slide up my sleeve. I'd like to share that with you guys. So hope you guys are having a good night. Hope you found this game enjoyable. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you later.